Yuk. Udah gua record.
1, 2, 3. Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Kita kelompok berapa sih?
4.
Enggak, kelompok 4.
Bukan.
Kelompok berapa ya? Kelompok 7 dah.
Oh iya.
Linguistik, bentar deh.
Iya, kelompok 7 benar, kelompok 7.
Kan dibilang.
Anjay.
Ya, let's go.
We are from group 7. Want to explain about linguistic science.
Ya, langsung.
Ayo.
1, 2, 3. Assalamualaikum.
Abis bantu Tri jangan assalamualaikum dulu dong. Ntar susah motongnya anjir.
Oh,
agak
iya.
juga.
Ya.
1, 2, 3.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
We are from group 7. My name is Rivalda Darani from class R3E.
And my name is Robi Oktavan. I'm from class R3E.
And I'm Abias Iftizar Rahman. Today we want to present about linguistic science at Aeon Mall Tanjung Barat in social linguistics, semiotic, and stylistic perspective. At first, we want introduction about Aeon Mall Tanjung Barat. Aeon Mall Tanjung Barat is prominent shopping mall strategically located in Tanjung Barat area of South Jakarta, Indonesia. It forms an integral part of the Southgate Superblock, a mixed-use development masterminded by Sinarmas Land, a leading real estate development in Indonesia. The ambitious project encompasses a harmonious blend of residential, commercial, and retail space, creating a vibrant and self-sufficient community.
And inaugurate on November 18, 2021, Aeon Mall Tanjung Barat stands as the fourth establishment under the Aeon Mall banner in Indonesia. It was rapidly become a beloved destination for residents of South Jakarta and beyond, offering a diverse array of retail experience, entertainment options, and culinary delights. And to methodology, this qualitative study employs field observation and photo documentation to collect 5 samples of linguistic science at Aeon Mall Tanjung Barat. The data were analyzed using the following frameworks. 1. Sociolinguistic. 2. Semiotic. 3. Stylistic.
Next, we go to the discussion. There is 5 signs analyzed are detailed below. First, dilarang merokok di seluruh area mall or no smoking in mall area. Design in sociolinguistics lends with theoretical underpinnings. 1. Speech Act Theory by G.I. Austin and John Searle. This theory focused on how language is used to perform action. No smoking in mall area is not just statement. It's directive speech act. It aims to regulate behavior and impose a social norm. The effectiveness of this directive depends on factors like authority, context, and social power. 2. Communication Accommodation Theory by Howard Giles. This theory examines how people adjust their language use in interaction with others. The no smoking sign can be seen as an attempt to accommodate the needs and preferences of non-smokers by creating a smoke-free environment. It also reflects a desire to maintain social harmony within the shared space of the mall. 3. Social identity theory by Henry Touchfield and John Turner. This theory suggests that individuals strive to maintain and enhance their social identity. Compliance with the no-smoking rule and no-smoking rule can be seen as a way of aligning oneself with a particular social group. Example, health-conscious individuals, respectful citizens. Conversely, violating the rule can be seen as a way of asserting a different social identity. And last, critical discourse analysis by Fireclaw and Foucault. This approach examines how language is used to exercise power and maintain social inequalities. The no smoking sign can be seen as a form of discourse control, used to regulate behavior and reinforce social norms. It can also seen as reflecting underlying power and structures, such as prioritization of public health over individual freedoms. Next.
Next, semiotics analyzing no smoking in mall area. Sign talk. A semiotic lens reveals the intricate layers of meaning embedded within its simple directive. By applying Ferdinand de Saussure theory of semiotics, we can distinguish between the signifier and the signified, as well as expression. Signifier The signifier encompasses both textual and visual elements of the sign. This includes the next, no smoking, which clearly communicates the prohibition, and visual symbols such as a red circle with a diagonal line over a cigarette icon, which universally signifies that smoking is not allowed. To signify The signifier refers to the concept that the sign represents. In this case, it conveys is the prohibition of smoking in that specific area of the mall. Underlying themes of health concerns legal regulation and social norms that discourage smoking in public space. 3. Denotation and connotation. Denotation, the explicit message that smoking is not allowed in the mall. This is the straightforward interpretation of the sign. 2. Connotation, the associate meanings that arise from the sign, such as promotion of a healthier environment, concern for the well-being of others, creation of a pleasant shopping atmosphere, evoking feelings of safety and cleanliness. 3. Last, reference to theoretical frameworks. 1. Saussure's theory. Ferdinand de Saussure posits that signs are arbitrary. There is no inherent reason why the word smoking should refer to smoking behavior. Society collectively agree upon this connection, reflecting cultural and social norms. 2. Pair change semiotics. Charles Peirce's semiotics theory introduced a triadic model. First, representation, the sign itself or visual elements. Object, the act of smoking. Interpretant, the public's understanding that smoking in the mall is inappropriate or forbidden. 2. Implication of the sign. The no smoking sign serves as more than just a directive. It operates within the structures of power and control in public space, as discussed by Michael Foucault. It enforces social disciplines and communal norms regarding health and safety, reinforcing societal expectation about public conduct. 3. Conclusion. So, a semiotic analysis of the no smoking in mall area sign, we uncover layers of meanings that extend beyond its immediate prohibition. Is sign plays a crucial role in the social fabric, reinforcing norms around health, public conduct, and community well-being, grounded in established semiotic theories.
And next is stylistic perspective. Creating a smart smoking sign for a mall area can be both functional and stylistically appealing. Let's explore the design idea along with references to design theories that support the style choice. Sign design concept, visual elements. One is color palette. Use a mute background color like light gray with bold red for the prohibition symbol. That the contrast will draw attention while remaining stylish. 2. Typography. Select a modern sans serif font for clarity. Pair it with a handwritten or script style font for the phrase "no smoking" to give it a friendly, approachable feel. And 3. Iconography. Incorporate a simple yet elegant graphic of a cigarette cross out with a circular red line. The icon should be minimalistic to maintain a clean look. 4. Shapes. Use rounded corners for the sign. This can create a softer, more inviting appearance compared to sharp-edged signage. And next, design theories. One is Gestalt principle. Figure-ground relationship. The use of contrasting colors help emphasize the message against the background. The red prohibition sign stands out prominently, facilitating immediate recognition and understanding of the message. And simplicity. The minimalist approach aligns with Gestalt's principle of simplicity, where people ins- instinctively profess complex image in the simplest form possible. And two, semiotic. Design communicates meaning through visual symbols like the now symbol and the written message. The use of universally recognized icon, the cigarette paired with the prohibition symbol and ensures that the intention is clear to all, regardless of language. Three, human-centered design. By using a friendly script or no smoking, the design can feel less confrontational and more than community well-being. This aligns with human-centered design principles which prioritize user experience and emotional response. And four, visual hierarchy, highlighting no smoking in a larger font size than any additional text or details ensures that the main message is conveyed first, following the principle of visual hierarchy. Example, layout description, perception. is no smoking in a large, friendly script font. Middle section, icon of cigarette with a prohibition symbol prominently displayed. Bottom section, smaller text stating "Thank you for keeping our mall smoke-free" in a modern sans-serif font emphasizing a community-oriented message. This approach combines aesthetic appeal with effective communication, ensuring that the sign is not only a directive but also a part of the mall's overall ambience.
Next, sample 2 is alat pemadam or fire extinguisher. In sociolinguistic perspective, a sign like fire extinguisher can be examined through various theoretical frameworks. First, code switching. Fire extinguishers are often found in public places, such as offices and schools. The sign may be in a specific language, but the object itself can be used by people from diverse linguistic backgrounds. This scenario illustrates code switching where language use adapts to the social context. Two, discourse and power dynamics. The sign can also be seen as part of institutional discourse of safety and risk management. The language used on the sign reflects the power dynamics at play by providing clear, easy to understand information. The sign helps to create a sense of control and predictability, which can be particularly important in high-risk situations like fires. 3. Symbolic capital. The site can also be seen as a from symbolic capital, which refers to the way language and symbols can be accumulate value and meaning over time. In this case, the sign serves as visual representation of safety and responsibility, which can influence people's perceptions and behaviors. 4. Performal performativity and indexicality. The sign can be seen as a performative act, which means that the sign itself is creating the really it represents. The sign index the presence of a fire extinguisher, and by doing so, it helps to create a shared understanding of the situation. In conclusion, a sign like a fire extinguisher offers a rich site for sociolinguistic analysis, highlighting the ways in which language, symbols, and power dynamics interact to create meaning and shape social interaction. Next.
Semiotic, a fire extinguisher sign which includes a pictogram and the text fire extinguisher can be analyzed through semiotic theories, particularly those of Ferdinand de Saussure and Charles Peirce. This analysis reveals the layers of meaning embedded within the sign. Signifier. The signifier consists of both the pictogram and the accompanying text. The pictogram serves as a universal representation of a fire extinguisher, while the text fire extinguisher clearly indicates its function and purpose. Signified. The signified refers to the concept represented by the sign. In this case, it conveys the location and purpose of the fire extinguisher, which is extinguisher fires. This understanding is rooted in our collective co- recognition of fire extinguishers as essential safety measures in emergencies. The notation and connotation. The notation, the explicit message of the sign is to indicate the location of a fire extinguisher, guiding individuals to its presence in case of a fire emergency. Connotation, the associate meanings include safety and preparedness. for emergencies, compliance with fire safety regulation, and codes reduce risk of injury or property damage during a fire, and reference of theoretical frameworks. One, Saussure theory. Ferdinand de Saussure's semiotics theory highlights the arbitrary nature of sign, the relationship between the signifier or the pictogram and text, and the signified or the fire extinguisher and its purpose is socially constructed and agreed upon. Two, Pearson semiotics. Charles Peirce semiotics framework introduced a theoretical model uh, represent representment object interpretation. Next, implication of the sign. The fire extinguisher sign is part of a broader system broader system aimed at promoting fire safety and preventing harm by utilizing a recognizable pictogram and clear text. The sign effectively communicates essential information in a concise and accessible manner. This aligns with Foucault's concept of power exercise through subtle forms of control, such as signet and regulatory compliance. Conclusion. The through a semiotic analysis of the fire extinguisher sign, we uncover the layers of meaning embedded in its design. This sign plays a crucial role in promoting fire safety, reducing risk, and reinforcing socially values around emergency preparedness and compliance with regulation.
And next is stylistic perspective of fire extinguisher. Fire extinguisher sign, design concept, creating an effective fire extinguisher sign involves a blend of functionality and aesthetic, ensuring that it communicates crucial information clearly while also being visually appealing. Below is a detailed concept that incorporates various design elements and theories. Visual elements: one is color palette. Utilize fire engine red for the text and icon to signify urgency and importance. Incorporate safety green for any additional safety information, contrasting well against a neutral gray background and, and enhance visibility. And two, typography. Choose a bold sans serif font for the main text to ensure clarity from a distance. Pair it with a stylized font for the fire extinguisher symbol, adding modern touch. And three, iconography. Feature a minimalistic fire extinguisher icon with clean lines, making it easily recognizable. Four is shape. Opt, opt for a circular or rounded rectangular shape for design, which can help draw attention and create a sense of urgency. And five, texture. Introduce a subtle texture pattern to add depth and visual interest without overwhelming the design. And next, design theories. One, Gestalt principles. extinguisher symbol and text together establishes a clear relationship, and closer, the round shape implies a completed thought directing focus to the message, and figure ground relationship. The contrasting colors create a visual hierarchy, making the icon and text stand out prominently. And simplicity, a minimalist approach, a minimalist approach with bold fonts and icons keep the focus on the essential message through its semiotics. The fire extinguisher symbol is universally recognized, ensuring immediate understanding for the design purpose. The use of red and green colors conveys urgency and safety, reinforcing the message effectively. And three, human-centered design. User experience, a clear and prominent sign can help reduce panic and facilitate quick action during emergencies. Accessibility, the design should be easily understood by individuals with varying language proficiencies and visual abilities. And four, visual hierarchy, emphasize positioning the fire extinguisher icon and red text at the top draws immediate attention to critical information. And subordination, secondary information such as operating instruction, is placed in a smaller font below, maintaining a clear visual hierarchy. Example layout description, subsection, features the prominent fire extinguisher symbol in bold and red text. Middle section contains the operating instruction in a slightly smaller modern font. Bottom section provides additional information such as the location of the nearest fire extinguisher or emergency contact details in a smaller font size. This fire extinguisher sign design concept effectively combines visual appeal with essential communication, adhering to various design theories to ensure clarity and change user experience.
Next about Toyotomo public toilet, toilet disabilities or disabled toilet. Uh, in sociolinguistics, the disabled toilet sign is an exemplar of a complex interaction between language and society. This sign is often seen as a symbol of accessibility and equality, but also serves as a sign for social power dynamics and social norms. Here, we will analyze the disabled toilet sign from a sociolinguistic perspective and reference relevant terms. First, symbolic interaction by Blamar. From a symbolic interaction perspective, the disabled toilet sign can be seen as a symbol that reflects and shapes social norms around disability and accessibility. The sign serves as a tool for creating and reinforcing social categorization, where disabled people are identified as having specific needs that require special facilities. This symbol interaction contribute to the stigmatization of disability and create social divisions. 2. Critical discourse analysis by Van Dyck. Critical discourse analysis view language as a means of exercising power over individuals and groups. The disabled toilet sign can be seen as product of dominant discourse that perpetuates ableism and marginalize disabled people. CDA argue that language is not natural but reflects and references social inequalities that sign, design, placement, and wrong reinforce ableist norms and create a sense of exclusion for nurses and non-disabled users. Second, social construction from government. Social construction follows that social reality is constructed through the language and social interaction. The disabled toilet sign is product of social construction around disability, where they serve as a tool of categorizing individuals into disabled or non-disabled groups. This categorization has implications for how individuals are treated perceived in society. The sign reinforces social norms around disability, creating expectation and constraint for individuals. 3. Foucauldian power dynamics by Foucault. Foucauldian power dynamics argue that power is exercised through knowledge and discipline. The disabled toilet site can be seen as a site for exercising power over disabled individuals who are subject to surveillance and control. The sign creates a sense of monitoring and regulation, where individuals are expected to conform to specific norms around disability. This exercise of power reinforces abilities, norms, and reinforces social division. In conclusion, the disabled toilet sign is a complex site where language and social intersect. From a sociolinguistic perspective, it reflects and shapes social norms around disability and accessibility, perpetuating ableism and stigmatizing individuals with disabilities. The site is product of dominant discourse that reinforce social inequalities and serve as a tool exercising power over individuals and groups. Next.
Semiotic public toilet sign and disabled toilet sign can be analyzed through semiotic theory to decode the layers of meaning they convey. This analysis employs the frameworks of Ferdinand de Saussure and Charles Peirce to understand how symbols and meanings function and conveying important information. Signifier public toilet sign. The sign typically features a pictogram of a person or persons and may include the words toilet, restroom, or we say the pictogram often indicates male and female icons to differentiate between gender specifics, facilities. Disabled toilet sign. The sign generally includes a pictogram of a person in a wheelchair along with the text disabled toilet or accessible toilet. Signified public toilet sign, disabled toilet sign. The notation and connotation. Public toilet sign denotation. The direct message indicates the location of bedroom for use by the general population. Connotation. The sign may evoke association with cleanliness, convenience, and the right to access sanitation facilities in public areas. Disabled toilet sign denotation is the direct message indicates a restricting access to people with connotation. The sign conveys inclusivity, care for public welfare, and compliance laws regarding accessibility, or like the Americans with Disabilities Act in the U.S. It symbolizes a recognition of the first needs and an effort to provide equal access. Reference to theoretical frameworks. One, Saussure's theory. Ferdinand de Saussure emphasized the arbitrariness of the sign, the connection between the signifier or the image of the toilet and the text, and signified the concept of public hygiene facilities, the accessible Bedroom is a social construct agreed upon by society. Two Pearson semiotics. Charles Peirce semiotics theory includes a triadic model. Representment, the sign itself, which comprises the pictogram and text indicating the type of toilet. Object, the actual facility that the sign refers to, the public toilet or the disabled toilet. Interpreting the public understanding and interpretation of the sign. This includes how individuals recognize the sign as indicators of where they can find bedroom facilities that meet their specific needs, general or accessible. Implication of the sign. The sign serve important function. First, public toilet sign. Two, disabled toilet sign. And conclusion. Through a semiotic analysis, we understand that public toilet sign and sign provide directional information. They encompass broader social meanings about accessibility, cleanliness, and public welfare by employing clear and socially understood symbol. This sign facilitate not only navigation but also promote values of inclusivity and care within the public sphere. Next,
Next is the stylistic perspective. Designing public toilet and disabled toilet signs, creating effective public toilet and disabled toilet signs involves a thoughtful approach that integrates various design theories and principles. Here's a breakdown of key considerations. Design ideas, semiotics. Public toilet signs use simple icons representing individuals, typically differentiated by gender. This clarity helps in immediate recognition. And disabled toilet sign, the wheelchair symbol is universally recognized, which should be prominently featured to indicate accessibility. And two, cognitive psychology. Simplicity, clear and uncomplicated visual are essential. Strong, strong still holds and change quick recognition, allowing users to identify the signs at a glance. Contrast and visibility. High color contrast, such as light icons on a dark background, improves visibility from a distance, making the signs more effective. And three, accessibility. Text incorporating large, simple text labels like man, woman, and accessible aids in immediate recognition and understanding. Braille and tactile design. Adding Braille to the site ensures they are usable to visually impaired individuals, promoting inclusivity. An example for a stylistic approach is stylistic features. Color palette. A calming color scheme, blues and green, is often associated with cleanliness and usability in public space. Typography. A sans serif font promotes a modern and clean aesthetic and changing readability. Iconography style, minimalist, male and female icons can be used while the disabled sign should feature a circular design with a clear wheelchair icon for easy recognition. Material and finish. Durable materials that are easy to clean, Combine it with matte finish to reduce glare are ideal for public settings. Theoretical references. Gestalt principles. These principles help in understanding how users perceive signs as unfelt walls. Grouping related icons together achieves recognition. And two, design for all. The work health organization emphasizes the importance of universally recognizable symbols and accessible information in public signage. Conclusion: in designing public toilet and disabled toilet sign, it is crucial to balance aesthetic with functionality. Design should not only be visual appealing but also serve their primary accessibility, ensuring they are easily by applicable from semiotics, cognitive psychology, and accessibility. Designers can create signs that are both informative and inclusive.
Semiotic. The sign indication no food or no drink, no pets, and CCTV surveillance serve as regulatory markers in public or private space. Semiotic analysis of this sign can reveal the meanings and implications they convey. We will use the semiotic theories of Ferdinand de Saussure and Charles Peirce to explore their multificate representation. Representation. Signifier: no food or no drink sign. This typically includes a graphic of food and drink items processed accompanied the text and no drink. That's this sign usually features an image of a pet like a dog or cat with a dash or cross over it alongside the text no pets. CCTV surveillance sign. This sign presents a graphic depiction of a surveillance camera, often with the text CCTV in operation or 24-hour surveillance. Signified no food or no drink sign. The sign signifies the restriction of consuming food and beverage in the designated area, emphasizing cleanliness or preventing potential disruptions. No pet sign, and this sign signifies that bringing pets into the area is prohibited, often for reasons related to hygiene or safety. CCTV surveillance sign. This sign signifies that the area is under surveillance, providing an alert that monitoring is in place, which can deter unlawful behavior. Denotation and connotation: no food or no drink, no sign. Denotation is the direct message indicates that eating and drinking are not allowed. Connotation: this code imply a focus or maintaining cleanliness, reducing mess, or upholding the environment decorum. No pet sign. Denotation is the direct message indicates that pets are not allowed. Connotation: the sign evokes feelings of safety, hygiene, or comfort for individuals who may have allergies of or fears regarding animals. CCTV surveillance sign. Denotation: the direct message indicates that the area is being monitored by camera. Connotation: this evokes a sense of security by may also suggest an awareness or surveillance, raising concerns about privacy and control. Reference to theoretical frameworks. First, Saussure's theory. Fernand de Saussure emphasizes the arbitrary nature of sign, where the relationship between the signifier or the symbols and wording and the signified the concept of restriction, safety, and security is culturally constructed and agreed upon. Two, Bayesian semiotics. Charles Peirce presents a triadic model. Representment: the physical sign itself, which includes the image and text conveying the message. Object: the situation or rule that the sign refers to, e.g., the restriction of food, pets, or monitoring presence. Interpretation: the public's understanding of the sign, which incorporates their feelings and response to this regulation. This includes the recognition of societal norms governing behavior in shared space. Implication of design. This sign carries significant implication. No food or no drink sign represent the invocable rule that maintains the area hygiene and functionally indication care for the space. No pet sign highlights the institution's concern for safety and comfort for all individuals in that space. CCTV surveillance sign creates an atmosphere of security while simultaneously illustrating society's reliance or surveillance technology to manage risk and deter misconduct. Conclusion. A semiotic analysis of the sign conferring no food or no drink, no pets, and CCTV surveillance showcase their functional and cultural significance in regulating behavior and shaping the environment by employing common symbols and clear prohibitive language. Design inform individual expect conduct while holding their society around safety, cleanliness, and control. Next.
Next, stylistic perspective. Designing restriction sign, creating a sign that communicates restrictions such as no food or no drink, no pets, and CCTV surveillance requires a thoughtful approach to design below. It's a structure guide that integrates thoughtful approach to design. Below is a structure guide that integrates design principles and theories to ensure clarity and effectiveness. Next is design elements. Iconography, no food or no drink, use universally recognized icons such as a cross out fork and knife for food and a cross out cup for drinks. This visual approach allows for quick comprehension and pets a silhouette of a dog with a prohibition symbol or a circle with a diagonal line clearly indicates the restriction. CCTV surveillance, an icon depicting a security camera, slightly reports suggests active monitoring. Through color palette, background, a natural background, white or light gray, enhance visibility. Icons and text, bold contrasting colors, red for prohibition and black for text. Draw attention and improve readability. Typography opt for a sans-serif font for clarity and modernity. The next should be large and bold to ensure legibility from a distance. Use straightforward language such as no food or no drink, no pets, and CCTV in use. Stylistic approach. Layout. Divide the into three sections: create, icon, and corresponding message. This grouping helps users quickly understand each point. Negative space. Utilize ample negative space around icons and text to avoid clutter, allowing each element to stand out. And next, theoretical utilize symbol icons as face restriction without complex language, serving as immediate sign that communicate in intended meanings. So, cognitive load theory. A simple design reduces cognitive load, allowing viewers to process information quickly This aligns with Miller's law, which suggests that humans can hold about 7 items in their working memory at one time. 3. The SOLVE principles. The principles of mapping and figure ground organization and perspection. Group-related information, prohibitory icons, and ensure each message is distinct against the background. Universal design, universal design guidelines ensure accessibility for all users, including those with disabilities. Use well-recognized symbols that do not require language profi- proficiency for understanding. And next conclusion. In designing a sign that communicates no food or no drink, no pets, and CCTV surveillance, it is crucial to balance aesthetic coupled with functionality. By applying theories from semiotics, cognitive psychology, and universal design principles, design can effectively convey key message while remaining visually engaging, thoughtful, design approach not only but also change users' experience in the space.
B. Semiotics. An assembly point sign is critical for emergency situation, providing direction to a designated safe area where individuals solve their design often involve specific symbol and text that conveys essential information effectively by using semiotic theory. We can unpack the meanings and implication behind assembly point sign. Signifier. Assembly point sign. Uh, the sign typically features a graphic representation, the and text indication, and sometimes an arrow or directional indicators the way to the assembly point. And signified, the sign signifies a specific location where individuals should regroup during an emergency, such as a fire or other evacuation. It embodies the concept of safety and collective gathering in a potentially hazardous situation. Next, denotation and connotation. Denotation, the direct message of the assembly point sign indicates a designated location for people to gather in an emergency situation. Connotation, connotation, the design evokes feelings of safety, organization, and preparedness. It represents an institution commitment to ensuring the safety of its occupants and the importance of having a structured response plan during emergencies. The presence of such a sign can increase confidence in the establishment emergency protocols. Reference to theoretical frameworks. 1. Saussure's theory. Ferdinand de Saussure emphasized the arbitrary relationship between the cipher or the sign visual elements such as the pictogram and text, and signified the concept of an assembly point. Society collectively agrees upon the meanings associated with this sign, which can vary across cultures and contexts. 2. Persian semiotics. Charles Peirce's semiotic framework highlights a triadic relationship: represent man, object, and interpretant. Implication of the sign. The assembly point sign carries significant implication is safety and risk management and organizationally responsibility. And the conclusion, through semiotic analysis, the assembly point sign can be understood not only as a directional tool, but as a culturally constructed symbol of safety, preparedness, and community organization in the face of emergencies. And utilizing universally recognizable sign and clear wording enhances understanding, fosters a sense of security, and encourages compliance. Ultimately, reflection societal values around safety and collective responsibility. Next. Stylus. On mic. 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 Tolong mic-nya.
Last is stylistic stylistic perspective for assembly point. Designing an assembly point sign. Creating an effective assembly point sign is crucial for ensuring safety during emergencies. This guide outlines key design elements, approaches, stylistic approaches, then theoretical references to help you craft a sign that is both functional and visually appealing. Design elements 1. Iconography. Assembly, assembly point sign symbol utilize a green triangle to our circle, which is widely recognized as a safety symbol. Incorporating figures representing people can emphasize the idea of gathering. Next is directional arrow. If necessary, include an arrow to indicate the direction of the assembly point, achieving clarity and guidance. 2. Color palette. Background. Choose a bright background color, such as white or light green, to maximize visibility. And icons and text use green for the assembly point symbol as it signifies safety, for text up or for black or dark blue to ensure strong contrast and readability. And 3. Typography. Select a sans serif font or for modernity and legibility. The text should be large and bold for easy reading from a distance. Keep the message simple and direct, such as assembly point, with additional instruction like in case of emergency process here. Next stylistic approach, layout. Maintain a clear layout with assembly point symbol prominently displayed at the at the top or center, and the next position it below or adjacent to it for logical information flow. Negative space. use ample negative space around the icon and text to prevent clutter, allowing the message to stand out effectively. And next, theoretical references. One is semiotic. The assembly point symbol conveys meaning without lengthy explanation, effectively communicating safety and gathering. 2. Color theory. Green is associated with safety and calmness, and changing understanding the emotional response, making the assembly point clear as a safe area. 3. Cognitive load theory. A straightforward design minimizes cognitive load, allowing quick information processing in high-stress situations, which is vital during emergencies. 4. Gestalt principles. Implementing principles like proximity and figure ground organization helps ensure the assembly symbol is perceived as a single figure against the background with clearly separated text. 5. Universal design. Following universal design principles ensures accessibility for all users, including those with disabilities, by using widely recognized symbols and simple language. And the conclusion is in designing an assembly point sign, balancing aesthetic appeal with functionality is essential. By applying the theories from semiotics, color theory, cognitive psychology, gestalt principles, and universal design, the sign can effectively communicate its message and change safety. This thoughtful approach not only informs but also in, instills confidence in individuals during emergencies, guiding them to safety effectively.
Thank you.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.